Yeah, good point. So it really depends on the criteria. So I have interfaces to finance systems, to CRM, to help
Uh-huh.
desks. So because that's the type of data that we need.
Good. So it's not
Um,
manual entry. It's not like, oh, I have to put this in here where error could occur. You actually link into my CRM, into my accounting, into my already existing operating systems to pull that data, right?
yes, exactly.
Good.
Exactly.
Good.
Yeah. And then normalize it to the client level, which is typically not is what it doesn't happen. The normal systems that you have will everyone's got a different client identifier. The information typically isn't aggregated. It takes quite a lot of normalization and work to get that information to a point where we can bring it all together and create those metrics at the client levels. And that's what the software does.
Okay.
Because
So once we get to that client level, what is it? What is the data going to tell me? Will it give me demographics so I can go out and duplicate those people? Or is what kind of information is the software going to tell me once they identify the 20%?
it basically scores your clients according to the criteria that we have created. So you
Okay.
literally get all your clients with a ranking, and you'll notice that there'll be the 20% will be sitting up here, and then all of a sudden it just drop. The scoring mechanism will just drop
Got
to
it.
the 80%. So then we grab that 20% top scoring client, the high value, they're the high value clients that I talk about in the book. And look, it might be 18%, it might be 22%, it might not necessarily be 20, but
Not
there'll
20 on the
be
nose. But it'll start to give you a visualization of, oh, that's why that company is so easy to work with. Oh, that's why Bob and Sue Smith are such great clients. That's why, right? It'll
yeah,
be like a smack in the face, right?
yeah, you nailed it. It's surprising. Most business owners go, I know who my 20% is, and then you run this, and it's like, oh, that's not who I thought it was going to be. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing. That's
And then
amazing.
And then we look at that 20% and say, now, what is the criteria that is similar here? And that's when we create buyer personas, and we create buyer personas and get to know those clients intimately. And that's where our normal day-to-day interaction comes in, where we talk to those buyer personas. We get to know them in incredible depth. So we know everything about them, how they make decisions, where they go to make decisions, what stops them making decisions, what objections they come up with, absolutely everything. And then we create the growth strategy based on that. And that's the blueprint that we use to take to sales and marketing. And we get sales involved all the time. So my background in sales makes me naturally drawn to them anyway. So all the workshops we do, all the information that we build together is built with sales.